Okay, boom. So, hello everybody, and welcome back to the Flip Top Show with your host, the most King Truth, Rosenberg, Mini Ball, and one the flow. We're coming at you live at 12:01. This is gonna be a quick one. It's gonna be Tam and the No Jumper Cast reacting to Tory Lanez new prison interview where he speaks on the Megan Thee Stallion situation. Let's get into this. Before we do, make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, hype, hit the notification bell so I can throw it in the air. Hit the notification bell there so I can throw tunes in there. Put me on Kick, Twitch, Discord, IG, TikTok, Rumble. Hype, share. Let's get into the content.
Currently serving a 10-year prison sentence after he was found guilty in the... We're back now with an exclusive interview with rapper Tory Lanez, currently serving a 10-year prison sentence after he was found guilty in the 2020 shooting of Megan Thee Stallion. Tonight, Lanez's lawyers say there was evidence not presented in the initial trial as they argue for his release. Here's NBC News entertainment correspondent Chloe Malas.
Tonight, rapper Tory Lanez breaking his silence in his first ever broadcast interview from behind bars since being found guilty of shooting Grammy winner Megan Thee Stallion in the foot outside a party in 2020.
I've never been violent towards a woman. I would never hit a woman, let alone shoot a woman.
Lanez, whose real name is Daystar Peterson, spoke to NBC News from California Men's Colony, a prison where he's 3 years into a 10-year sentence after being found guilty on 3 felony counts, including assault with a semi-automatic firearm.
There is definitely a very big misconception about me that seems to the public as I'm this monster. And I feel like I was catapulted into this poster child for the unprotection of Black women. And it's just so unlike me. And I've never really had a chance to express that. But you can look at my criminal record. I don't have one. I never had one. And I feel like, that connotation that I would do anything of this monstrous proportion is just, it's completely incorrect and it's wrong.
Lanez declined to testify during his 2022 trial.
Do you regret not taking the stand?
I think if I would have taken the stand, the verdict would have definitely been very different.
The rapper's legal team filed an appeal, which was denied in November. But his team is continuing to fight, with plans to file multiple appeals next week, this time with the California Supreme Court, in one claiming newly discovered evidence that they weren't provided during Lanez's 2022 trial, including hundreds of pages of medical records for Megan Thee Stallion, whose real name is Megan Pete, which they allege raise questions about the fragments removed from her foot after surgery. His team argues that the fragments were not provided ahead of trial and that this was a violation of due process.
And we didn't have that chance. Or perhaps we could have questioned the doctors differently when they were on stand to impeach them, because it does look suspicious.
But in the appeal denied in November, the court did address the fragments, ruling that the surgeon's testimony was, quote, more than sufficient to prove great bodily injury on Pete. Proving something like this on appeal is tough.
This is a really, really difficult appellate argument for defendants to prove, because they have to show if the evidence actually came into court, the jury would have found differently. It's an uphill battle, and it's something that often torpedoes any defense appellate argument.
The Los Angeles District Attorney's Office and representatives for Megan Thee Stallion have not responded to NBC News' request for comment.
I believe not only that I was wrongfully convicted, but the amount of new evidence that has emerged since that trial, I think, has been overwhelming.
What has life been like in prison for the last couple of years?
Truthfully, I've done my best to keep my head above water, but mentally, I've gone through trauma that I sometimes even struggle with, because I never imagined myself dealing with things that I would have to deal with. I've been stabbed 17 times. I almost lost my life.
If you could say something to Megan Thee Stallion today, what would it be?
I think that I wouldn't say something directly to her. I would like that moment to happen in person. We've both gone through a lot. There's this connotation that like I share this hatred for her, but I don't. I genuinely passed that. I'm at a place of healing in my life. I'm at a place of taking accountability for the things that I did wrong. And when I talk about my case, I don't want it to be taken as me coming at her, because it's not that. I'm just asking for somebody in the system to look at my case and look at the evidence and ask if this was fair.
And with that, Chloe Malas joins us.
I'm still so confused by that. I was really like, Tory did it at first, and then I wasn't. I still don't know.
Hold up. First of all, sound like a news anchor or meteorologist. I don't know what's up with bruh's voice right now. Like
He had to put on his white people voice for the interview.
Hey,
I feel like Tory, I saw them saying that in the chat. Like I did notice his accent was gone, but I feel like he always talked like that.
Nah,
he
talked like he sound. Don't get me wrong. He never sounded that proper.
He's smart.
He's never. Yeah, you gotta.
He's
talk
smart.
Like
the whole world finna see this.
Yes.
Gotta be like Crody this, Crody that.
Sidebar though, like it's
nigga.
like 50 Cent putting on a suit everywhere he goes, but he's saying the wildest. You feel me? But because he has on a suit and he's on ABC dissing Diddy, it just goes over people's heads. Like they don't register it as if he was sitting there with a fitted, just like that.
But I think
you know
that's true. That's true.
I think he got a way of professionally disrespecting people. Too,
no,
though.
for sure.
You know what I mean? So
for
when
sure.
he does talk, it's easy for it to go over people's heads because he's saying that shit in such a professional way, where people can't really like
Peep game, yeah.
what he's
And I'm
saying,
telling you,
comprehend
it's
the
the
shit
suit.
he's trying to say under
It's
it.
for show the suit
and then the
on
suit
top
on
of it.
top
You
of
feel
that,
me?
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, for sure.
Wow. And I thought after the stabbing, for sure, something was going to progress with the case, but they were like, "We don't give a shit that you got stabbed."
Yeah, I do feel like Tory is a little bit of a political prisoner, right? Like in the States. Because it's like, yeah, like why not just send him back and say like deport him and say you can never come back to the States. He could do his time in Canada in some plush ass jail where they got Xboxes and stuff, but he's being held in these like California facilities. Obviously it was a state crime, but like just having family who's like, you know, immigrants and stuff, like when you commit a crime on US soil, you're not supposed to be here. That's like one of the first things they go to is we're going to deport your ass. It doesn't matter if it's state or federal. They're just like, yo, we want you out of the States. So I'm kind of confused as to why he's still here. And like when I've watched in-depth breakdowns on academics or whoever about like all the physical evidence that was omitted from the trial, it's crazy to me. Like I just don't understand how, you know, justice could have been served with all these missing elements. And lastly, like, bro, why the didn't you get on the stand?
That's the big question. You know, they're advised not to a lot of times. They'll roast them and
His lawyers probably told him don't.
They obviously told him not to because he would have self-incriminated.
Like Diddy, who's obviously guilty, hey, kick back, Playboy, we got this for you. Don't say nothing. If it's like, you know, basically a lot of people have insinuated that Megan's friend is a person who fired. I'm getting on the stand and I'm saying she did it. What are we talking about here?
There was a whole narrative in here. There was a whole narrative in here that he was trying to keep it straight. He was trying to keep it gangster, and he couldn't snitch.
Yeah,
but it's like, who is she to snitch on? Y'all are both non-members.
But still, like he mingle with rappers and he mingle with street. So I don't think that would have been a good look.
But nobody thinks of him as a tough guy.
17 years though,
yeah, but I think they're gonna hold him to that standard.
5'2", 135 pounds, 17 years for some shit you didn't do.
It's not even about what hold him.
What is he talking about? Stabbed 17 times.
It's not even about what hold him to. It's about what they try to hold himself to. Tory Lanez is a self-proclaimed, you know what I mean?
What?
Tough guy.
Oh, in his own in his own mind. Okay. So do the tough guy shit and stay in jail.
So and then that's associated with the same. I go by these certain codes, and plus, I think like even to such point, most people would look at you weird if you told on a girl. You know what I mean? Like especially you was probably all three of them who's involved in the situation between Kylie, Meg, and the Chelsea chick. You feel me? You all three of them. Like it would kind of look a little weird that you telling on them. But then there's other people who looking at this shit like, man, when you sitting in there, like Ricky said, you stabbed 17 times.
Yeah.
10 years. You
That's
feel me?
why it's like
but
hard to believe that.
Once again, I think that's just what he kind of hold himself to, because I think one thing Tory could do is tell a motherfucking truth. Because the only people who was there, only people who could tell the truth is the people who was there. You know what I'm
It made
saying?
it really confusing that the best friend kind of turned against her and it was a bunch of it made me think like, why would the friend ever not have her friend's back? That never made sense to me.
If a man took a gun out and shot at both of y'all, why would you turn on your best friend?
Thank you.
How could that possibly happen?
That's what fucks up my
You know what I'm
mind.
saying?
I'm like, why would that ever happen?
And look,
Cole thinks that he did.
I assume he did it. That's what the legal system is saying.
I was just like Jessica for real, where I was like, oh yeah, I think he did it, but then I switched over time. To be honest, yeah, I did think that he did it.
You never
I did think that he did it.
You guys it's everybody's idea that Kelsey is the alleged shooter. That's what everybody thinks.
I'm not going to even say
I've been said that.
My theory is that
she's the only one who has immunity in court.
I don't know.
That's what they brought up.
I don't know who pulled the trigger. I just think that it was a situation of two upset women that I was having sex with both of them, right? And like I said, once again, all three of them, because the other person that people don't really mention is where it kind of really started.
It's Kylie.
Is Kylie.
But it was like he was trying to flirt with her.
The jealousy kind of started there with him and Meg.
Yeah.
Like,
And the Kardashians
Tory
haven't
was
made
having
one
a
goddamn
pandemic,
boy.
He was having a pandemic.
So then it trickles down, and now you got two mad women. You feel me? You got a dude in the middle of this, and then you put a gun in the middle of that.
Yeah.
And alcohol.
What?
And coke.
Did the DA really force their hand with this? Was Megan facing criminal charges too? Because I thought at first Megan was trying to keep it street.
Yeah,
too,
she didn't snitch. They called them into court because in California, when you do a crime in a rich area, the DA presses charges.
The DA press charges against them, and then that's when. Because I do find it hard to believe that she's just so upset over some that she's like knows this got to do 17 years.
Exactly.
I don't put that on Megan. Like, I don't think people are that malicious or whatever. But obviously, when it's like, well, hey, somebody gonna do 17 years.
I was just about to say,
I could see the women like teaming up and being like, hey,
well,
yo.
it was off of the George Floyd stuff. And I remember when it first happened, she was like, we're coming off the George Floyd situation. Like, I didn't want to say nothing.
Yep.
That's why
and that's what the police report allegedly says that she didn't say. She said she don't know what happened.
I think to give Megan credit, I think like initially Megan would have been like the type to be like, you know what, if I don't got to say nothing, I ain't gonna say nothing. But the moment it pressed, they pressed her.
As soon as you come to my house.
As soon as they came to her door, it's over. She's telling her everything. Respectfully though, she's not like Megan has never proclaimed to be some type of street person or no gangster, no type of. So that's what she's supposed to do.
17 years though, you guys.
Yeah, he's done.
That's so crazy. Even if you shot at me, I wouldn't want you to do 17. I'd be like, we were on coke. It was wild. Maybe like 2.
Yeah, like I feel like
I would never really want you 20 years.
I don't even know if anybody shot though, for real. I think the gun could have fallen and discharged or something.
Most of that is having a gun in that area.
Why you think I like set it up as you just put two angry people, you feel me, the dude and the gun. Who the knows what could have happened at that point? That's just a concoction.
Don't forget now, dance, bitch, dance. Don't forget, there were lies that were told. Dance, bitch, dance.
Okay,
bro. Look, and I like as a gun owner, bro. If you like, you fired your gun at some point in time, you are never ever playing with your gun on some dance, bitch, dance type. Like you have a respect for your weapon. You understand how how dangerous it is. It is your gun. I would hate for my gun to ever be fired.
That's what they claim.
Yeah, we don't know.
That was
That's not like proven, right?
No.
So I can't.
She got caught mad lies too, so it just doesn't look the best.
I don't know about that, bro. I just think like it stands true to like, bro, you put a gun in the middle of most situations, let alone two angry women or men. You feel me? Like, gonna go left, bro.
And she went on national TV and said that she never them.
Into the situation. I ain't said he was wrong. He should have handled his business. He was wrong for not handling his business. I just was like, bro, spoke on it. He got a little too drunk. He said he was tipsy. He took accountability. And, it's just wrong. Adam tried to create separation and blah, 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 whatever the case may be. But, hey, got to blame somebody, right? All right, yeah, regardless of him saying I was wearing medium sweats, shit. That nigga motherfucking, the nigga drawers was hiked up. You know what I'm saying? Thighs was showing. Shit, them chicken motherfucking little thighs was showing. Hell, you talking about Adam Adam took a picture of his thigh. Shit, he talking about soft porn, but he was showing soft porn on No Jumper. You see, fucking nigga talking about, like, we can really get to bleeding talking about situations for situations. Like, I don't care. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's just keep it factual, actual. You know what I'm saying? You can't play the guy with the gay stuff, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Adam and got more gay jokes off on him and get more gay with him than with me. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like all that trying to talk about us medium sweatsuit. Hey, look, but that's how you know that's a hater, right? Everything he's saying is stuff that the chat say. He's invested in what the chat say. People is telling him that the chat is saying this, and he's keeping this in his head. Everything this dude came out and said, hey, the chat said this, and the chat said this, and they said you was this. So, yeah, you a chat nigga. Like, you one of them niggas that live and die with the chats. You know what I'm saying? He trying to befriend the chats. Like, he want to be the chat darling. Like, nigga, nobody care about the chat darling. They don't care about none of that shit, nigga. They ain't even gotta have me in this motherfucker. Like, nigga, trying to be no chat darling or win the chat over. Nigga saying everything the chat saying. Nigga, say some real shit, nigga. Man, the mods working these dudes like they life on the line. These dudes believe in them. These dudes be believing motherfuckers they don't even know. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and like for a person, if anybody around them that know him told him, like, hey, I think Ant don't like you, it's obviously that somebody that I don't mix with or mess with. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't never gave this dude no indication that we had a problem or, you know, no janky vibes and no shit like that. You feel me? It's more to it though. I feel like I feel like niggas in their feelings too about the stink team. You feel me? Like that's what I think it was. Like probably next day, I went podding on Wednesday, which is my day, like Monday his day, and they chose. I didn't even know the stink team was gonna be there. Like shit. When I got there, that's who showed up. That's who was there. You feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying? I think it got something to do with them. Me podding with them niggas too. You feel me? Niggas probably felt some type of way like, oh, he podding with these stink team niggas. You know what I'm saying? Come on, bro. Shit, this shit is crazy. Shit is crazy, but I guess it's content. Niggas want to make everything content, so I guess that's what we doing is content. Man, let's go get them likes up, man. Like I said, I'm not even here to.
All right, so check it out. First things first, free Tory, man. No, he didn't do it. Everybody keeps saying, oh, well, how would this and this and that? If he didn't do it, why would he? And how did she get immunity? The Kelsey girl get immunity. You gotta understand. We're wearing a stallion. It was us be ready for can use this. J Rock Nation trying to take down Tory because he was trying to get Megan out of the deal, and that's what happened. So that's really what happened. Free Tory, man. You know what I'm saying? It's good to hear from him on this interview. Sound like he clear minded. Yeah, man. Okay, boom. So yeah, man. We off to the next one, man. Follow me on Discord, Twitch, IG, TikTok, Rumble. Hype, share, hit the notification bell. We gone.